ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Jacobs with the Professional Storm Responders, and we're very glad to have a special guest here, Jeff Lands. As all of you know, we've showed his video a few times now. The very interesting situation that happened with you. You were in your truck when it was struck by lightning. So I'm going to start off just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do for a living, and stuff like that.
Well, I'm Jeff Lands, and been working over at Braun Industries for the past 16 years, and I do paint coatings, repair on all the ambulances and that. Just a normal working guy is all I do.
So we're gonna we'll get into it. We don't want to take up too much of your time. So let's talk about the day. Were you finishing up the day, going on break? Tell us what led up to the event.
Went in at 4 o'clock and started my day, and 7 o'clock break, everything was fine. Saw the rain and everything, didn't take nothing of it. 9:30 break came around, and that's when got my truck, did the same thing. Just sat watching something on my phone and heard a bang, seen a flash, looked left, right, whatever. Just like it was nothing. And then seen smoke in my coming from the passenger side, and that's when I realized that it hit my truck. And jumped out, ran over to the passenger side, made sure there wasn't no flames coming out from underneath the dash, and it just fried all the electrical hardware. But the truck still had power. I think it just got to the computer and the starter.
So, and keep in mind, we try to keep it as PG-13 as possible, but what was your first immediate thought when you saw the flash and you realized, hey, this hit the truck I'm in?
Nothing. I mean, I seen the flash. It just seemed like there was a lightning strike close by. Living out in the country growing up, I'm used to that.
Yeah,
So
I lived in Wren for a lot of years, so I know exactly what you're talking
yeah,
about.
you hear it, and you see the light, and it's like, yeah, it was close. I didn't think it was that close. And then I had a bunch of people around my truck, helping me out, trying to make sure everything was all right. And then they're like, first thing they asked was, does it start? And I said, no, she's dead. Went inside and got a phone call. A team leader says, you ought to pull that up off the video. And I'm like, I told him, tell the manager to pull that up. Go to maintenance, pull that up off the cameras. When they showed it to me, I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was a perfect strike.
Yeah. And you're kind of a little bit of a local celebrity here now. This is your second interview, right?
Yeah, this is my second interview. The first one was with Channel 15.
And for those of you who aren't from our area, they're out of the Fort Wayne television market, but they do cover our area for weather and some news. So
yes.
But yeah, so take us through the rest of the day. How did you get home?
The rest of the day was I had I worked with a great company. I mean, I had everybody coming up asking me if I needed a ride home. A buddy of mine who works across the street, he texted me, asked me if I needed a ride home. And my neighbor that lives like 2 houses from me, he's like, I'll just give you a ride home. I'm like, yeah, that's no problem. Because we've got quite a few people that live in the town that I'm from, over in Grover Hill. And they came up, and I've had people come up and ask me if I need a ride home, which was way out of their direction.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, everybody was just real nice. And then management coming up, asking me if I'm okay. I said, yeah, I'm fine. GM manager came up, asked me if I need to go get checked out. I'm like, no, I'm fine. I go, my truck needs checked out. And he's like, are you sure we can send you and get you checked out? I'm like, no, I'm fine. Everything's fine.
So you said it was raining on your first break.
Yeah.
Second break, were there other lightning and thunder, or was that like the first one you seen?
It was like random.
Yeah.
I mean, it just happened. I didn't notice it raining or didn't hear any thunder, and I had my window down and heard nothing until that strike hit, and that's what blew my mind.
Yeah. Now, I'm sure immediately after you get home, and then I'm sure there's the barrage of phone calls to the insurance and all of that.
Actually, I called the insurance. I think it was about half hour after I got back in from break.
Okay.
And like I said, I work with a great company that keeps an eye on their people and that. I had first responders constantly going out, checking the truck, make sure it didn't catch fire. And then I'd go out there and unhook the battery, and I'm like, we don't got any power going to it now, so I think we're good. And yeah, like I said, a half hour later, I'm calling the insurance. Said, hey, my truck got hit by lightning. It's like, well, let's get this one rolling. And then I sent him the picture, sent him the video, and his response was, well, not PG-13. So, I mean, that was his first response. And then, I say a day later, the claims adjuster calls. Asked how everything's going. Pretty good. My truck's dead, but it's doing pretty good. She goes, yeah, I heard it got hit by lightning. I said, yeah. Then they asked, if you want phone calls, emails, or text message. I go, well, it's better just to text me. That's how you can get over it. And so I said, oh, by the way, after this conversation, I'm going to send you a picture and I'm going to send the video to you. And so I sent that, and then with another message saying, by the way, I was sitting in it when this happened. So she couldn't believe it, and I say, within 2 days later, I get another phone call saying, yeah, we got to total your truck. And I was coming up with, trying to see how much this is going to be and this is going to be in that.
Keep going.
And so, all that, I was trying to come up with a price, and they come up with their, so it played out pretty good.
So, I guess I should have probably asked this. So, weather-wise, are you pretty on top of things? You kind of follow the weather, or, you kind of have a good idea of, when thunderstorms are happening? And
every morning I'll check the weather, and that's trying to get my day planned.
Yeah.
And after work and whatnot. But I don't follow it as hard as you guys do. Warnings and that. We had tornado sirens going off one night, and I'm on my front porch, just looking to see where, what's going on in that. I got my kids all in the house, but then, like we want to see what Dad's doing.
Right. Yeah, and it's good at least, especially around here. I will say, being we're Paulding County, our EMA directors are really good about getting information out as far as warnings and stuff like that. So we are pretty lucky to be where we're at as far as our EMA are super good. Rick and I just met your guys' EMA last month for the Skywarn, and I can't think of his name now, but he's a super nice guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were pretty lucky that we're in the place we're in as far as warnings and stuff for severe weather. But yeah, so then you get your check, you got a new truck. Did you at least keep a piece of the old truck for maybe some good luck? Or?
No, I didn't do that. I didn't even think about that. I had guys coming up offering me. One guy wanted my back doors, and another guy said he can get the engine sold for over this amount. And I'm like, all right. Insurance saying, no, you got to fix it if you want it.
Right.
And get it inspected and all this. And I'm like, well, I don't got time for that.
Right.
So, take it away.
Yeah. So, I guess, it's been, how long now since this has happened?
3 weeks.
Yeah. So now that you've had time to reflect, do you kind of think, oh, I'm a little lucky, or what's going through your mind now that you sit back and think about the event that happened?
You just don't think it would ever happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I've watched it. I've watched videos, moving cars, and getting hit, and everything else, and I mean, I just one day at a time.
Yeah, yeah, and that's all you can do, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't blow my mind or anything else. And a couple of guys asked, "I can't believe your truck didn't blow up," and I just looked at them and said, "Well, I got a full tank of gas, so most of the vapor's out."
Right, right. So for those of you who aren't familiar, this area of Ohio especially, we're really prone to severe thunderstorms, tornadoes. You being in Paulding County, the little town Roselle, back in 2002,
Yeah.
the F4 that hit Van Wert went out through the air. So, we're no stranger to severe weather. So, we're always kind of, anytime there's weather, we just always expect the worst. And then when the best happens, it's a pleasant surprise. So, but first and foremost, we're glad you're safe. Everything's okay with you.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're glad that new truck and
Well, it's new to me.
well, new to you. Well, yeah, a different truck.
It is different, yes.
So,
I'm still trying to get used to it.
yeah, isn't that the way it goes? But yeah, so anything else you want to add? Anything that you want to talk about as far as today or
No.
since then? Anything? I mean, like I said, you're kind of a little local celebrity now, making it on News Channel 15.
I still haven't got my new Ram yet, so
Yeah,
that's what I've been trying to get.
that'll come with time, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Wishing too.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah.
There is guys at work that call me Lightning Lands.
Oh, I like that.
Another guy made a T-shirt, so tomorrow's casual dress day, so I'm gonna wear my shirt. It has a picture of my truck getting hit, the actual photo
Oh, yeah.
of the truck being hit, and then saying Lightning Lands on the bottom of it. Another guy, a neighbor of mine, he's like, "Well, just wait, Ford's gonna send you a Ford Lightning." Like, that'd be awesome. He goes, "It'll probably be the electric." I'm like, "That's gonna be, I'll probably decline that." He goes, "If it's free, take it." I will.
Yeah. But yeah, so just want to wrap up. Make sure that you guys give Jeff some love on this video. Make sure you lightning lands. Put some lightning bolts in the comments for him. And
I was supposed to get that put on the truck too. Get a couple guys in graphics were talking about sliding some lightning bolts on the side of the truck.
But yeah, so we appreciate you coming out, and thank you for your time today, Jeff. And be sure to follow us on all forms of social media. You'll be able to see this interview and everything else we do on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. That's the one I always forget, TikTok. And keep tuned to us for all your latest weather updates, and also be on the lookout. We're going to be doing another interview with a 14-year-old kid here pretty soon, and he's followed by not only Reed Timber, but James Spann. So be on the lookout for that interview as well. And once again, thanks to Jeff Lands for being here today. We're glad you're safe and sound, and glad you're able to be here with us today to talk.
Hey, no problem, bud.
So, hey, you have a great day, and once again, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course.
Right.